Hey guys, welcome to Depleted. Welcome to another video. Atletico Madrid 1, Barcelona 0. And this is the first loss that we've received in La Liga to Atletico Madrid in the Simeone era. Oh, dear Lord. You know, I was gonna do a few more things during the international break, but I see a lot of fans like myself that were not very focused during the international break on football and focused on other things. And I was like, okay, not gonna be another break until like March, so I'll take it off and then we'll go ahead and do a lot of videos for coming back. But my dear Lord, like, this is what we are going to come from? My dear Lord, I cannot believe what I just seen. Like so many bad things happened today. It's absolutely unbelievable. Like, injuries galore. Forget about winning La Liga. Like, I already said this before in previous match reviews, but forget about winning La Liga. Like, before you could already, see it tough to win La Liga, but right now it's like, it's not the problem today. Is not that we lost today. The moment that Dembele fell to the floor, I was like, I would rather lose this game than lose a player, And we did lose the game, and I think that we need to fight for the top 4. Hopefully, Sevilla is not gonna pick up points very quickly. Maybe Villarreal is gonna fall off, and Emery, I hope he doesn't get it right, and then we have to fight against Real Sociedad, Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid for those other 3 spots. Hopefully we can finish in the top 4, because not qualifying for the Champions League would be, just in the financial terms, would be absolutely a disaster. And I don't know what's going on here. Like, how it's like every time we're playing worst. Like, you think that things cannot get worse, but they can get worse. They can get worse. Anyways, guys, let's talk about lineups, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the game. Barcelona to go with Michael Ter Stegen net, Sergi Roberto, Piqué, Lenglet, and Jordi Alba in defense. Midfield duo of Frenkie de Jong and Pjanic, and up top, Pedri on the left, Dembele on the right, Messi at the number 10, and Griezmann up top. With Atletico Madrid up to go with Oblak, Hermoso, Jimenez, and Savic as center backs, Kieran Trippier on the right, Yannick Ferrer Carrasco playing as a wing back / left midfielder, midfield of Marcos Llorente, Koke, and Saúl, and up top, Ángel Correa and Joao Felix. Alright, in terms of Barcelona, only player that I saved today from Barcelona, I'm going to give him a 6/6/7, is Ousmane Dembélé. Everyone else today was absolutely either horrendous or useless. And this is not me hating on players, it's just a description. They were either horrendous or useless. Griezmann was good until Barcelona stopped being half decent, which was until like the 20th minute. Because we were half decent. Believe it or not, during the first 20 minutes, it was a pretty entertaining game. Both sides, going back and forth. Not my particular liking, because in exchange of blows is not normally a good thing for Barcelona. But hey, we were creating a few chances here or there. We are also conceding a few chances here or there. But overall, the game for the neutral was entertaining. But after the 20th minute, my dear Lord, I can understand that you can get beaten, that you can lose the game, that you can concede chances, that you can just get, lose the tactical battle. But what I cannot stand, and what should not be forgiven, and I mean, forgiven is like, there's nothing to forgive per se, but we cannot accept Barcelona losing the possession battle, or like not the possession because we had more possession, but losing the midfield battle against Atletico Madrid. Barcelona cannot lose the game with the ball against Atletico Madrid, against a team that is better off without the ball. Sorry, Koeman. This 4-2-3-1 of yours is not working. I mentioned it already in the summer, before the season started. For this to work, we need a very particular player in that center attacking midfield area, because he's not really going to act as number 10, because for Koeman, that position has never been a number 10 per se. It's been an advanced number 8. It's been, a hard-working midfielder instead of a number 10 creative forward. Something that we do not have. That's why if you wanted to bring in Van de Beek, okay, that's the player that we need. You had Arturo Vidal. That's the player that we need. You had Rafinha. That's a player that we need. But you have none of those right now. And we don't have any single profile, any similar to that in the team right now. Maybe if Frankie de Jong ever can convert to that, okay, then maybe. Pjanic, kind of, but not really. Riqui Puig and Pedri, kind of, but not really. Therefore, if you cannot transform a proper 4-2-3-1, especially because to play with this formation you need a very particular set in the double pivot, Frankie de Jong defensively is very weak. And this is not a heavy criticism, it's just that, it's his profile player. He needs to improve that. It needs to be something that he needs to work on. Pjanic, it's not a player that can play 90 minutes every single game. Busquets is out with an injury right now. This means Barcelona cannot play with a 4-2-3-1. Because more likely than not, we're going to lose out. Because more likely than not, if we're not having a good day, if our forwards cannot just single-handedly win you the game, then you're going to struggle. And we need to go back to, the 4-3-3, the 4-4-2, but this cannot keep going on. Like, it's not that the formation is completely wrong, but the system is wrong. Because there's no way that we created any danger today other than Ousmane Dembélé. And that is not you being tactically bright. It's just that Dembélé against Ferreira Carrasco or Hermoso, just because his sheer amount of pace and dribbling was always going to cause problems. But Messi, non-existent. Griezmann, non-existent. Pedri, I didn't see him today. Sergio Roberto, there were some people criticizing Sergio Roberto. I thought he was, he was fine. He wasn't outstanding, but he wasn't bad either. Like, he was fine. Piqué was fine until that error that he made, where it was, the goal that we conceded is a lot of his fault. Also, Ter Stegen had, I'm not going to criticize here Ter Stegen because he can make mistakes. He almost never makes mistakes. So the one time that he makes a mistake, I'm not going to criticize him for it. He did make a mistake. Let's forget about it. Lenglet was fine, I suppose. Like, fine. Only I think center back that we have available at this moment. I think Araujo is to come back this week. Probably close to a weekend more than the game in the Champions League midweek. Alba, I don't know. I have no idea. Like the organization here is non-existent. Koke today looked like freaking he looked like he was playing against Germany because he was fantastic today. Marco Llorente was fairly good. Ferreira Carrasco today was fantastic. I don't know. I'm lost for words right now. I am truly lost for words. And this was a team that was missing Luis Suarez. If Suarez was here today, we would have been in a world of trouble. And, this could have been a game that maybe we score a goal, maybe we score 2 goals and win the game. This doesn't change that we have no football. We have no way of constantly being able to compete against other teams. At this point, I'll take the top 4 and run. Because right now, we have nothing else that we can hope for. This team cannot challenge. Forget about the Champions League already. Champions League, not going to happen. Teams like Bayern, teams like, Liverpool. You can't beat those teams. Especially in a two-leg game. You cannot beat those teams. Are you crazy? Are you mental? They're going to absolutely annihilate you. Like, if Atletico Madrid is comfortably, running the game around, then you have no hope against the other ones. Like Griezmann, I'm sorry, but he needs to go. Coutinho, I like him, but I don't think that he doesn't have enough years left in his career, I think, where he's going to be part of the next great Barcelona team. Therefore, he needs to go. I don't know what's going to happen at center back. Like, we have Oscar Mingueza, we have Araujo to come back. We're going to have to rush him to come back, which we know how that's normally going to work for us. We also have Santiago Ramos Mingo. These are all Barcelona B players. Titi's out with a knee injury. Piqué, it looks serious. This looks serious. Piqué never, when he leaves the field, he never leaves like this. Like, this feels bad. Like, players, especially this experience, they can know kind of what's wrong with them. And they seem really bad. Really, really bad. Don't know how long Sergio Roberto's going to be for. I think it was more of a muscular injury. So, in theory, he should not be out for that long. But I can already see it. Frenkie de Jong again at center back for the next game. We are going to have problems. We're going to have a lot of problems going forward. Like, because we have a team that has no structure. And one more thing that I wanted to say about Koeman. I don't know. Like, I don't think Koeman is suitable to be the Barcelona coach. I don't think so. Because if you try once the same one thing, okay, trying doesn't hurt anyone. Maybe it doesn't work, but hey, you have the feedback that it doesn't work. Maybe try it twice, okay, maybe you can be like, okay, maybe that one time didn't work, and maybe maybe this time will work. Okay. But when it's your tactic every single time, and I mean bringing in a million forwards in, it's like more forwards is not equal to more goals. The problem is that we are not reaching that area for the forwards to do danger. We're not reaching 3/4. We're not reaching the penalty area. We're not taking the ball to that area to cause danger. More forwards doesn't equal that you're going to be able to do that. You need players like Riqui Puig, who I want to know why did Riqui Puig not come in today. Like, again, another game where Riqui Puig would have been, not saying that he's going to win you the game, but he's going to at least do something different. At least attempt to do something different. Like, it can be worse than whatever you were doing before. Defensively, you're not going to be more suspect than you were before. So why not put Riqui Puig? Because in terms of talent and in terms of that final pass that he can give you, he's not that different from Pedri. Why is Pedri, and this is not me criticizing Pedri itself, but Pedri plays a lot and Riqui Puig plays nothing. And the difference between the player profiles is almost non-existent. Pedri is more of a attacking player, but they're pretty much both the same player. They're both about the same speed, both about the same quality with the ball. Riqui Puig, I think, is more of a midfielder that keeps the ball better at his feet than Pedri. Pedri's, I think, maybe a better player going forward in terms of, maybe he has a better shot on him. But that's about it. In terms of the profile, they're very similar. So why can't Riqui Puig ever play? Aleñá, even if you're going to give an opportunity to Aleñá, do something different. Don't always try the same thing over and over and over again. And you try the same thing over and over again, that's proven that doesn't work. In what world have you seen a manager basically throw out like 7 forwards at a game when you need to like look for goals? Never. Like, we're kind of like in a number 9. Yeah, kind of. But I feel that if we were the team that was able to dominate games and create a lot of chances, Messi in a normal day finishes a lot of chances. Dembele has it very easy to score goals. Ansu Fati, when he comes back, he can easily score goals. Griezmann normally is a player that can score a lot of goals. So we don't per se need a number 9. We need to be able to create freaking football, which is something that we are not able to do at this moment. Like, a lot of people criticize Setien, but I wish we had Setien back. Like, if you give me an option between Valverde, Koeman, and Setien, I choose Setien. Because at least I know he'll be giving an opportunity to the youngsters. Which, if we're gonna suck, at least give your youngsters a chance to play. At least do that. I'd rather see us losing with Riqui Puig, with Aleñá, with players like that, than losing with Griezmann over and over again, with Pjanic over and over again, like with Jordi Alba doing the same thing over and over again. Like, and things about people saying, why don't you criticize Messi, or like, it's time to criticize Messi, and I'm not going to talk about the Griezmann and Messi stuff that happened this past week because I don't feel like it. Like, it's a very messy situation that I don't want to get into because it can get very heated and I really don't want to do it. But what can Messi do? Explain to me. What can Messi do when Ter Stegen has had more touches of the ball than Messi did during the game? I'm just going to leave it at that. Think about it. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say for now. That's going to be it for today's match review. More content coming to the channel, hopefully, probably, very soon. We have a game coming up midweek. Anyways, guys, leave me all your opinions in the comment section below. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next one, Blaugranas.